Hey guys, so I've been really busy. I've tried to get more videos over spring break, but a coworker of mine got sick, and I was working 9 hours a day, and also had things going on night too. So now that I'm back at school, I have a little bit of free time. Funny how that works out. I go on spring break, and it's not much of a break. It also wasn't very springy because I went back to Minnesota, and we got a foot of snow. So anyway, I get a Sableye, great starter, and I also get a Darkrai, so I'm not afraid of donking, which is awesome. I have an energy, a Juniper, so I can discard an energy and get the Dark Patch. To hopefully be able to set up turn 2 Night Spear, no problem. Um, and here I have a Keldeo. I didn't get a look at his second mulligan hand, which was kind of dumb, but that's PTC Geo. I noticed he did have water though, so I was thinking it was Blastoise, but it turns out it's Thundurus, which means I'm guessing it's something like Eels with Zekrom. Um, but yeah, there's the Dynamo, so definitely Eels. Not sure why he's playing the water, probably for a Black Kyurem. It's nice tech against regular Rayquaza Eels. Um, and by the way, I am working on putting together a Rayquaza deck so we can get a little bit more variety on this channel. Um, and after that, I'll try to work on a Mewtwo Bouffalont Eels version, which has actually done pretty well. I know Igor went undefeated with it at the ECC through the Swiss rounds, so it's a pretty solid deck. So here, as you can tell, I'm got a pretty good setup. I'm going to be able to junk hunt back that energy switch, and I can computer search here for a dark patch and get an energy on my Darkrai. So next turn I can attack, or excuse me, attach, and then dark patch, an energy switch, and I should be set for the turn 2 Night Spear. And he won't really have an answer, I don't think. Because I'm already putting damage on that Dynamo. It's going to be tough to recover from that, and his Thundurus will be just moments away from death. So here at Junk Hunt, I should get the patch and the energy switch, and I decide to take a stroll through the rest. I'm like, oh, computer search. That's a good card. I'm going to take that, because I'm just so used to taking computer search. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I kind of forgot that I had another Sableye in my hand, because I knew Sableye was going to get knocked out. So I knew there would be a Dark in the discard pile, and so I could throw down Sableye, I could play the Dark Patch, put the Dark that would be discard on the Sableye, attach, and play Energy Switch, get the turn 2 Night Spear, put the pressure on. No way he's going to come back from that. I mean, it's possible, but I'd be having a huge advantage. So there he plays a Tool Scrapper, gets rid of my Dark Patch, and that energy switch mistake really going to cost me. That would have been perfect hand. Then I could have Junipered it all away, and I would have been left with like one energy getting discarded, which is perfect because then I can Dark Patch later. So I had a perfect setup, and I screwed it all up because I'm a moron today, clearly. So I don't really know what I was thinking, but I'm going to Dark Patch there, and it's about here that I'm really realizing my mistake. But you know what? I can still turn 2 Night Spear. I won't be able to Juniper, or I won't be able to computer search. I got to make a decision. And I thought, you know what? He has 4 cards in his hand. I have 3 supporters in the discard. This would be 4 supporters, which I should have taken as an obvious sign to do the Juniper instead, because now it's going to be hard to get a supporter. I'm going to go into top deck mode, but I'm putting on the early pressure, and that's really important. And I'm also going to be taking some prizes, so if I get a supporter out of there. But normally I think I would have gone with the Juniper. It's definitely a much safer route. But I was kind of experimenting here, just seeing if putting early pressure on would be how that works out for me. It was a dumb decision to take that computer search. Really screws me over for the entirety of the game. But there he puts down Zekrom, so it doesn't look like I will be able to. If I could top deck a catcher, I could have knocked out both the Eel and the Thunderous, but as it is, I will only be able to knock out one of them this turn. Well, unless I top deck the catcher, but I won't be able to win. That's the important thing. But he is down to 2 cards. So, I'm sitting okay, I'm going to hit the Eel, because if he sends Zekrom out, well, Zekrom would be perfect, because then I could hit the Eel. But if he sends the Eel out, then he can Dynamotor. Maybe he has a switch. I doubt it. He has 2 cards in his hand. I don't even think he played a supporter last turn. So he's in trouble. But there again, Ultra Ball. Not what I wanted. Really wanted a random receiver there. Or something. Yeah, any supporter, really. Now, here the problem is, if I kill the Eel, he's going to be able to Bolt Strike, and thereby kill my Darkrai, and probably be able to kill my Sableye the next turn, and I would be running low on fumes. So I'm going to play the Dark Patch onto the Sableye, so I can retreat, grab that Sableye, Junk Hunt. I can get my computer search, so I can get a supporter, and I don't have any dark, and I don't really have any way to get dark into the discard pile, so I'm going to go with the Dark Claw here, so I can hit Zekrom really hard with my Darkrai there. So here, it really all comes down to the next 2 turns. Like, I have the pressure on enough that it's going to be hard for him to come back. Again, the problem is if I hit that Zekrom on the bench, my Darkrai's dead. So I really need a catcher to really be able to do anything. I know he hasn't played any supporters. He hasn't put down any basics. So I'm going to retreat to the Darkrai here, who now has the Dark Claw. Discard the Ultra Ball and the Energy Switch, my computer search. And I'm so tempted to go for a Juniper. But I'm going to go for the catcher, because I can catcher out that Zekrom, Hypnotoxic it, hit it for 110. If he doesn't have a basic or supporter, like he hasn't, then I win. Because even if he knocks me out, he's going to die of poison damage. And even if he puts down another basic, he has to switch out of it, or he's going to die from poison damage. And if he doesn't switch out of it, he knocks out my my Darkrai. But if he does switch out of it, even though he doesn't die, he'll die next turn due to my Darkrai. So the smart move, of course, is just to knock out my Darkrai. He dies. I'm down to 3 prizes. So is he. And he just has a Rotom. So come on, supporter. But no. Dark Claw isn't bad, though, I can 2-hit KO that Rotom. And if he has nothing from his prizes, I win. So I could go for the Junk Hunt. Like play my Energy Search, Junk Hunt, get my computer search so I can get a supporter next turn. Probably the smart decision. And then his Poltergeist would only do 40. So I wouldn't have a problem with being knocked out. But I decided to take another risk because that's all I'm doing this game. Is taking the most risks I can and seeing how it turns out. But once again, he has basics. So I'll just take my prize and hope that it's a supporter, which it's not. And now he has a supporter, he has basics, and I am in a world of trouble. He has a giant cape, which is kind of a weird card in this deck, but I guess 150 Zekrom versus 130 makes a huge difference. So here, I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to try a catcher stall, because this would force him to have Eel, a switch, and an energy. But in actuality, the other way would have been much better, because then he would have needed like 2 switches. There would have been no way for him to knock me out if the Zekrom stayed in battle. So I lost myself the game here. I have played just awful this game. I've taken all the risks I could, and none of them have paid off. And all he needs now is a switch and an energy, because he can Dynamotor, which he does. He has the energy. If he has a switch, he wins, and he wins. So that's the game. Moral of the story, don't take risks. They don't pay off.